Kandi and the Gang, Episode 2, Family Recipes for Disaster. And it was somewhat a disaster, you guys. Everything in this video is for entertainment purposes and alleged. It first started out, they were showing Kandi's cousin, Patrick. He said he aspires to be like Kandi. He wants to take care of his family like Kandi. And he runs the parking lot, and he loves running the parking lot. He said Kandi is also his godmother. He loves Kandi. Then they pop in the scene where there's Melvin. And according to Todd, Melvin needs to be more accountable. And like Melvin said, he works over 100 he's only 100 hours in the whatever. And that he work 100 hours a week. So get off his back. Well, anyway, Patrick and Melvin are cousins. They live together. They are roommates. And so Patrick... he's sitting there about to eat his meal that Melvin has cooked. So Melvin said, I got to go. Do you wash these dishes? So he's headed to work. So we have a scene where there's Dominique and Brandon on a date. And Dominique had on this beautiful red dress. When I tell you that girl body is everything. She looks good in that red dress. But red is my favorite color. Dominique looks like Sukiyana to me. Dawn has a thing for Virgos. Brandon says he likes her charisma. Dawn is someone that is a dancer. Kandi had her on the Dungeon tour, and her goal is to dance with Queen Beyonce. Yes, Queen Beyonce. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm hopeful for her too. They hug at the end of the date. He tried to kiss Dawn, and Dawn like kind of mushed him away. You ain't getting no kiss here. Yes, she did. So they end up panning over to a scene where there's Dominique, Sharika, Torrin, and Torrin is an event planner, and he's trying to get back with Kandi in the game. So Torrin, they out eating. He had a little something laid out for it. It wasn't much. Like she said, she wanted some food. That's what Dom said. And Torrin was trying to get in Dominique's business, and Dominique is not having it. And she just refused to tell them about Brandon. So Sharika said everyone has dated someone at the old lady gang, and they end up telling Torrin's business like, yes, you have. So they all at the old lady gang, and Kandi's mom is there. Bertha left the restaurant, and they pan over to Bertha's home, and Melvin is there helping her cook. They're cooking a whole bunch of food. They're gonna have everybody come over. Kandi calls while he's at his grandmother's Bertha's house, and he's talking about he went to culinary school, and let Todd tell it they paid for him to go to culinary school. Yeah, that's what Todd says. They discuss Cousin Kim and everything, how Kandi wanted to get everybody together. Cousin Kim once worked at the old lady gang as a manager, and it didn't work out. And Kandi didn't like her. Kim tried to take people with her when she left. But I'm going to tell you something. In this scene right here, our girl Kandi was looking so beautiful. Yes, she was. So Cousin Kim was someone that once tried to... she quit the old lady gang, and she was quitting working as she tried to take people with her. Kandi don't like that. Relative or not, she don't like that. And at the old lady gang, they show at the old LG, Sharika, Bryant, Mama Joyce, Philip at the restaurant. Sharika said Bryant and Philip will bump heads. He lets him know he'll be there. He's been there since the beginning. I like Bryant. I like Philip. He's attractive, but not dark enough for my taste. Philip, he's a little too light for me, but he look good. But he's good on the eyes. Brian is so funny. I love Brian's energy. Brian says he knows he's a mess. And he says, hold your mule, which that means shut up, y'all. But he says in such a cute way, it shouldn't matter. So they all, they talking and everything. And here go Philip snooping over, being nosy. And they all plan to go for drinks. And it just so happens to say, Philip, you want to go? Y'all know Philip with his snooty stuff is not going. Philip is not interested. Okay, I understand it because he's their boss. He don't want to hang out with them. I get that. Philip is real snooty. Got something up his butt. Anyway, Torrin and so they all go out to eat. Everybody go out and have plans, have drinks. And they all talking smack about Kandi restaurant and about the pay ain't good and all that. And Patrick is going to tell Kandi because he love Kandi. He like, y'all ain't going to be talking about my Kandi. If you don't like the old lady gang, leave it. He right. So he runs and tells Kandi. Yes, God. Yes, he does. He tells Kandi. So Torrin and Philip Philip comes, Philip is having a seat. Torin come in, Torin, he don't mean no harm. I don't think he mean nothing about it. Philip is a control freak at this point. Yes, I see you, Philip. You're a control freak at this point. But anyway, Philip just, he trying to control Torin. He talking smack to Torin, and Torin give it back to him because they both queens. And I found out in this episode, yes, Philip got a man, y'all, and his man is fine. Felipe, fine. So Philip, Felipe need to move there so Philip can kind of get the stick out of his rear, Come on, live in Atlanta, Felipe, because we need you because, hey, Philip got to stick up his behind. It ain't working for us. So move your tail on to Atlanta, Felipe, yes. And you can work an old lady game like Philip said. But anyway, he's trying to handle Torin, and Torin ain't having it. Because Torin works for Kandi. She don't work for you, Philip. He don't work for you, Philip. No. Let it be what it be. But y'all, the next episode 3, Philip threatens to terminate Bryant. I hope it don't happen. I don't think it's going to happen because Kandi really likes Bryant. Philip, I think they may be getting rid of you. I'm not sure. But Philip, you a handsome man, but now I know you like this. You like the boys like I like the boys, so it just ain't gonna work. But anyway, Philip, get the stick out your butt. You're a handsome man. You just ain't dark enough. I hope it work out with you and Felipe. But honey, get off Brian's nuts.